This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on 39 Dunedin News, a group of Indigenous students visit a University of Otago school to see how we use the Maori language. A Central City co-housing project is closer to becoming a reality and its residents are getting excited. And we meet some of the local students who are being inspired by an international neuroscience competition. Good evening, Dunedin. I'm Rebecca Dupree. A group of Indigenous students from around the world are in the city to learn more about Maori culture. The international delegation has visited the city's Maori Immersion School as part of Maori Language Week festivities, and they're seeing firsthand how te reo can be used in daily life.
26 Indigenous tertiary students from around the world are in Ōtepoti, Dunedin, being immersed in Māori culture. The students have come from Australia, Canada, America and the UK and are here to celebrate Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, Māori Language Week. It's an opportunity for them to learn about Māori language revitalisation in New Zealand. The Indigenous students were welcomed with a pōwhiri onto Te Kura Kaupapa o Ōtepoti in Fairfield.
So this kura kaupapa that we're at's a full immersion Te Reo Māori or Māori language only school, so it's an awesome opportunity for us to be here practising our Te Reo Māori and also to give our guests the opportunity to see that it exists in New Zealand.
The students have already been given many experiences, including an overnighter at Puketeraki Marae in Karatane, as well as hearing from iwi from the local Kaitahu tribe about Kotahi Manu Kaika, initiatives to improve Māori language in the home.
It has been spectacular so far, very full on every day, but yeah, amazing. It's an amazing experience.
The 10-day trip is well timed as it coincides with Māori Language Week.
We have a group of Indigenous students from around the world who are on a program with the University of Otago, and today they're here with Professor Poerewe and myself looking at Māori immersion education, and obviously the timing's awesome because it's also Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori.
Māori Language Week is an annual celebration of Te Reo Māori and a time for everyday New Zealanders to embrace all aspects of Māori culture.
It's an opportunity for people to acknowledge Te Reo Māori as the Indigenous language of Aotearoa. It's an opportunity to celebrate, and for schools, early childhood centres, workplaces, all of our people in New Zealand to take some time for Te Reo Māori.
This year's theme is Aki ngā Te Reo, or Give It a Go. It's all about making New Zealand a truly bilingual nation where everyone can speak both Māori and English, as well as sign language, the nation's third official language. Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori runs for the rest of the week. Johnny Appleby, Toru Tukau Mārima, Dunedin News.
Health Minister Jonathan Coleman has announced plans for an $11 million critical care unit for Dunedin Hospital. The minister says it's part of an extra $194 million regional health package from over the past 8 years. The critical care unit is to be part of the urgent interim work already scheduled at the hospital. The minister says 2 high dependency units and the region's intensive care unit will be in the same area. Work on the project is expected to start next month and be completed by 2018. After more than 3 years of planning, a co-housing project in the Central City is close to becoming a reality. The site on High Street will soon be transformed into one of the country's few co-housing developments, and its future residents can't wait to move in.
Looking around, what will soon be home. Those behind Dunedin's first ever co-housing project say it's progressing well on the former High Street school site. The basic idea is that each family or whānau will have their own unit, but will use common areas, such as a kitchen and a shared space. Urban Co-housing Ōtepoti Director Anne Thompson says the idea has been a long time coming, and she's keen for it to be built as soon as possible.
Oh, I want it started and built so that we can move in, because I'm really looking forward to living in a place that has a constant temperature of 20 degrees with no extra heating, and I want to be in there after only one more winter.
Father of 4, Tim Ross, who's the project architect, is happy to see the idea flourishing in Dunedin after seeing similar ideas overseas.
I saw similar projects in the UK when we used to live there, and I thought, wow, what a great idea, a bunch of people getting together, purchasing a big chunk of land, and then having the flexibility and the possibility of doing anything they wanted with that land, rather than just all, buying separate sections and having to put a house in the middle of it.
Catherine Spencer, another of the co-housing project's directors, says she understands there are some misconceptions around communal living, but she's confident their vetting process will help to weed out anyone whose intentions aren't honourable.
Well, we have developed a stepping in process that addresses a lot of those things. It's a very clear process, and people then also participate in the community.
Single mum Sarah Ferreira is one of the most recent members to join the project. She says she's looking forward to living at the site, as it's set to be similar to how she grew up overseas.
It's just very comfortable to think of a place that you can, the place that you elect to live can not only be a place, but can be a whole community that you live alongside with people that you get to know really well, and they become your family, really.
The High Street project is only the second co-housing development in New Zealand. The group have resource consent for 26 units, as well as developing the common house and shared grounds. Daryl Baser, 39, Dunedin News.
International student enrolments are on the up, with more than 70 signing on to study at the city's tertiary institutions in the past year. The 1% increase is partly due to a series of initiatives by Enterprise Dunedin, which is working with Education New Zealand's regional partnership program. International education is the country's 5th largest export industry, worth more than $3 billion. It also supports around 30,000 jobs. Education New Zealand is working to grow the economic value to $5 billion by 2025. Dozens of high school students are putting their smarts to the test for an international neuroscience competition. They're in Dunedin competing in the 8th annual Brain Bee, run by the University of Otago. And the experience is providing plenty of inspiration for the young minds taking part.
A bunch of bright brains buzzing. The 8th annual South Island Brain Bee has the Hutton Theatre humming as pupils puzzle over brain-busting questions. High school students from Christchurch and Nelson compete in teams alongside a healthy Dunedin contingent, although provincial rivalry is being kept to a minimum.
I feel maybe they know the place a bit better, but no, it's cool that we're all here. We all seem on the same playing field, I guess.
Oh, it feels good to be a part of my school and part of the community and be able to represent them in something that matters to me, which is academia.
Competition convener Ruth Napper says the event is a great way for high school students to test their knowledge in a fun yet competitive setting.
Brain Bee is a worldwide competition. We're aiming here for the Australasian final, but it's an online competition of neuroscience knowledge designed to extend Year 10, Year 11 students who are interested in science, particularly interested in the brain.
Napper says Brain Bee exposes the young minds to a level of neuroscience knowledge they wouldn't usually tackle at high school.
Well, it is quite advanced, but I think it's one thing for kids that are interested in science. I think there's something about the brain that is really engaging. I mean, it's essentially who we are.
The teenagers taking part will also receive a book of brain facts, which they can take away to continue building their brain awareness. However, some will walk away with much more. The opportunity for the top minds to compete in the Australasian final later this year. Daryl Baser, 39 Dunedin News.
Still to come on 39 Dunedin News, we find out about a crowdfunding website that's focused solely on the arts. And foreign policy school attendees discuss the ever-changing media landscape.
Hi kids, if you'd like to enter a competition and win a trip for you and 2 friends from home to school in a fire truck, see the competition details below.
Every reason Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Driving Miss Daisy is a safe, friendly and reliable companion driving service.
Hello Jean, where are we off to today?
We form genuine friendships with our clients and help them to remain independent. Thousands of Driving Miss Daisy clients and their families love our caring, affordable service. Call us today for a quote on 0800 948 432 or visit drivingmissdaisy.co.nz. Driving Miss Daisy, for the gift of independence.
Wooltech have the experience and the expertise to supply a wide range of high-quality New Zealand-made products and can manufacture customised products to meet your individual requirements. Wooltech, great people, great products, great service.
Mobility Solutions Centre Dunedin provides products to improve your independence, comfort and safety. Contact the team at 4777 195 or visit mobilitysolutioncentre.co.nz. Thinking of services for older people? Think Enliven. Enliven is a service philosophy where people come first. Enliven is about choice, activity, relationships, respect and security. You can enliven your health, your friendships, your life, no matter what your age. For more information, go to psotago.org.nz or call 4777 115. Come one, come all to the Lana Castle Winter Ball. Traditional dancing, dining and fun to be had. Dress up in your Victorian costume and experience the glamour of yesteryear and witness the address of the haggis. Friday 22nd of July, get in fast as tickets are limited. Call 476 1616 or go online to www.lanarkcastle.co.nz.
And mums and dads, we've got a great competition for you too. You can win a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket for your home. Just see the details below.
Welcome back. The country's dairy and seafood exports are propping up the economy, while forestry remains largely unchanged. Overall goods exports rose 3.7% last month, up $179 million. Seafood prices led the growth, gaining over 8%, buoyed by an increase in the price of hoki and squid. The meat and aluminium sectors also fared well, with increases of around 2% respectively. And on that note, let's take a look at today's markets. The NZX 50 has closed the day up 30 points, now at 6,971. The ASX 200 in Australia is down 57 points. And to the exchange rates, and the Kiwi dollar is trending down against all the major currencies we follow. More and more people are turning to crowdfunding websites as a way to source money to turn their ideas into reality. One of those sites is Boosted, a not-for-profit focused primarily on the arts. And Dunedin Ambassador Dudley Benson joins us now to talk about it. Good evening.
Paul Marty, Rebecca.
Now, what is your role as the Boosted Ambassador?
My role is to encourage Dunedin artists, art groups and arts organisations to have a campaign for their project in which they can raise money from the community to bring those projects to fruition.
Is there an increasing number of people who are looking at crowdfunding to get their projects off the ground?
I think so. Crowdfunding's kind of entered the public lexicon a lot more in the past few years. We've got Pledge Me and Give a Little, which people might have heard of. But what makes Boosted different is that we're only about funding arts projects. So in Dunedin, we're still a little bit behind some of the other regions. Auckland and Wellington, there tends to be more boosted and crowdfunding projects, and yet the projects that we do have down here are really well supported, so there's a real market for us local artists to have these campaigns.
Do people who actually set up on these websites need a lot of guidance in order to get a good success rate?
It's like anything. Some people are really naturally savvy at promoting themselves and working with our online platform, whereas others are not, and that's what I'm here for.
Who is eligible to use Boosted?
Really, anyone that has a creative project that they want to see funded. It's really up to the community to then fund that. Boosted, I think, have only turned away very few projects in the 3 years that it's been running. And in that time, we've raised over $2 million for New Zealand artists and arts projects.
Oh, very nice. Can you tell us about the recent partnership with the DCC?
Yeah, the Dunedin City Council brilliantly have recognised how important a tool Boosted is for our local artists and arts groups. So they've essentially, as part of their arts strategy, have put some funding aside that supports me as the ambassador to then support our artists and arts organisations through one-on-one meetings with me and also workshops that will be happening over the next 6 months in the city.
What will the workshops involve?
They involve me introducing Boosted like as a kind of a 101 general introduction to our community. So I talk about what Boosted is, how people can make a campaign, the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts, and generally encourage people to do it.
What are some of the projects that you're working with now?
Recently, we've had a really exciting campaign for local artist Katrina Thompson, who, as a sculptor and installation artist, went to Iceland. She was invited to a Fresh Winds Biennale. So she had a campaign for $2,000 to get there, and the Dunedin community supported her well beyond that. She ended up raising $4,500. Nice. So she was in Iceland in December representing us, which was wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. Boosted Dunedin Ambassador Dudley Benson, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Rebecca.
After the break on 39 Dunedin News, Foreign Policy School wraps, but the discussion is expected to continue, and the city hosts a Malaysian sports tournament.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Hi kids, if you'd like to enter a competition and win a trip for you and 2 friends from home to school in a fire truck, see the competition details below.
Wooltech have the experience and the expertise to supply a wide range of high-quality New Zealand-made products and can manufacture customised products to meet your individual requirements. Wooltech, great people, great products, great service.
Mobility Solutions Centre Dunedin provides products to improve your independence, comfort and safety. Contact the team at 4777 195 or visit mobilitysolutioncentre.co.nz.
25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Thinking of services for older people? Think Enliven. Enliven is a service philosophy where people come first. Enliven is about choice, activity, relationships, respect and security. You can enliven your health, your friendships, your life, no matter what your age. For more information, go to psotago.org.nz or call 4777 115. Come all to the Lana Castle Winter Ball. Traditional dancing, dining and fun to be had. Dress up in your Victorian costume and experience the glamour of yesteryear and witness the address of the haggis. Friday 22nd of July, get in fast as tickets are limited. Call 4761616 or go online to www.lanarkcastle.co.nz.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell menswear, it fits.
And mums and dads, we've got a great competition for you too. You can win a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket for your home. Just see the details below.
Welcome back. The media has been under the spotlight at the University of Otago's 51st Annual Foreign Policy School. A lineup of both local and international experts has discussed the changing media landscape and the rise of social media. And it's a conversation organisers believe will continue well beyond the conference.
Bringing together some of the country's top brains, Otago University's three-day Foreign Policy School is this year tackling some big topics.
We discussed the relationship between government policy making and the way that is communicated through media.
It's the 51st year of the Foreign Policy School, and this time round it's covering a wide range of topics, from globalisation to social media. The main focus is primarily on the media and how conventional news has changed due to the rise of social media.
So we're looking at what impact that has upon traditional forms of media, and what implications that has for people working in government, making policy, communicating with the public and other countries and all of those kinds of things.
Nichols hopes attendees leave the school with a wide range of different thoughts and ideas. He says it's a golden opportunity for future research ideas to emerge.
We have trainee diplomats that are here, and they will be looking to broaden their experience by looking at different aspects of what life would be like as a diplomat. We have students, we have academics that are interested in studying particular aspects of the media.
Veteran broadcaster Mike McRoberts was one drawcard, captivating the audience. The event leaving everyone with plenty to think about, well beyond the school. Henry McMullen, 39, Dunedin News.
More than 300 Malaysian students from universities around the country have gathered in Dunedin for an annual sports tournament. The University of Otago is hosting the 5-day Malaysian Games, featuring a raft of sporting pursuits. But while sport is the main focus, organisers say it's also about strengthening the bonds between students nationwide.
Showing off their skills on the court, Malaysian students from around the country have gathered in Dunedin for a 5-day sports tournament. Those tasked with hosting this year's event say it's an important date on many students' calendars.
It means quite a lot to most Malaysian students here. It's actually an opportunity for all of us to gather together, for all of us to kind of meet and interact with everyone from different parts of New Zealand. And the same thing, it's not just about sports, it's not just about winning, but in the meantime it's just to build that connection, to build the network between the students itself, and at the same time just using sports as a way to kind of get everyone together.
Several sports are being played during the tournament, including badminton and futsal, as well as a native Malaysian sport. Cities around New Zealand take turns hosting the games, which organisers say have a long history.
So it's been a tradition for, I think, probably more than 30-40 years now that this games has been going on here in New Zealand.
This year there's more than 300 registered participants and supporters taking part in the games. Organisers say it's awesome to see so many players keen to get active during the colder months, especially the country's Muslim students.
During this time it's also the fasting month of Ramadan, and at the same time they are taking the fullest participation in the games itself, and we're really proud of that. Yeah.
Well, it's Dunedin's turn to host this year. Otago Malaysian Students Association President Aaron Pan says regardless of where it's held, it's always a fun time.
Wherever it is, I think students will come together and they will just enjoy themselves, and at the same time bring a taste of, just a bit of Malaysian culture to the city and just get that vibrancy there.
Pan says he's happy to see such a strong supportive network of Malay students both here in Dunedin and in New Zealand. It's something he hopes will continue for many more years to come. Ruby McAndrew, 39 Dunedin News.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on 39 Dunedin News. A group of people from around the world are in the city to learn more about our Indigenous culture during Maori Language Week. Plans for a co-housing project in the CBD are beginning to take shape after more than 3 years of planning by a group of dedicated locals. And dozens of secondary school pupils from around the South Island are in Dunedin for an international neuroscience competition. And it's time now for a look at local weather.
This 39 Dunedin News weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Emu Oil.
And here is our city view. It's taken of sunset over Portsmouth Drive. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, 11 degrees in the central city and 12 for both the Gardens and the Tyree. To the situation, and the westerly flow is blowing over the country with weak cold fronts passing over the southern end. And around the region, it's one word and it's fine, and highs of around 11 or 12 degrees for these towns. And it's the same story for Queenstown, Oamaru, Wanaka and Twizel. And Dunedin tonight, fine with a low of 0. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with light winds tending southwest. Frosts possible in sheltered areas, going for a high of 11. And on Thursday, fine with high cloud increasing in light nor'easters with a high of 12. To the Otago Pallet Fires tidal and fishing information. Low tide tomorrow morning is at 20 to 12. High tide follows at 20 past 5. And fishing conditions are still no good. That is local news for Tuesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.